Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and another episode on my bargain Ford Fiesta, which I won for £120. If you haven't seen the previous episode, I'll put a link somewhere up the top now. You can click on that and go and see what the car was like when we've got it. But to give you a quick summary, we had to replace this wing and we've still got a bit more work to do on it. I put a new battery on it and chucked some fuel in it, and that's pretty much all I needed to do. So we're doing something slightly different with this car. Previously, we'd just take the profit, stick it in the bank, and then kind of build ourselves up to the next car up in the series. But because my daughter had been ill, and as what I said to you in the last episode, any of the profit that we make out of this is going to go to the family, and they can go to the toy shop and they can just blow the lot on whatever they want. So I want to try and get as much money for this. It's not going to be a very expensive car. A lot of you in the description from the previous video said between sort of £750 and £1,000. I think that's pretty much bang on where we should be. We'll probably get it listed for around about £950, and we'll take offers anywhere down to sort of £750 on it, and we'll still make profit out of that. So today's plan is to get this thing serviced, get that dent sorted out in the back, clean up the headlights, sort out this wing so it's a bit tidier, and give the interior a clean, and then we can get it wiped over, nice pictures, tyre shine on, all the rest of it, get it listed for sale and see how much money we can make. Right, so wheel arch is out. I'm going to pull on this part here, and there is a good solid plate behind there. I'm going to put a block of wood, get the porta power out, and then we're going to try and pull it this way. Right, I think that's as good as I'm going to get it. It's still got ripples in there, but it's back out. It's not as far caved in as it was. I managed to give a quick polish, you've seen there, and that's taken out most of the scratches and things, so it looks a lot more presentable than it was. It does mean I probably have to buzz over the whole car just to get rid of all the swell so it all matches, but I think that's all we can do right now with that. Let's move on to the service. So £60 later, and we have our service kit. So we've got oil, filter, pollen filter and an air filter. That's the only bits I'm going to change on it, because basically I'm just going to give it an interim service. It's a cheap car at the end of the day, and if anyone wants to go through it, do something a bit more major, belts, plugs, all the rest of it, they can do that. But the car runs and drives absolutely fine. The belts all look in good condition, so I'm not going to worry about that. But I also thought this is quite an easy car to service, and if the kids want the money from the sale, maybe the kids can do the service on the car. Right, I want this to go smooth and by the numbers. No mistakes. You don't know how to use a tool in Daddy's garage, then you don't use the tools and you don't belong in Daddy's garage.
Daddy. Yes, Daddy. Yes, Daddy.
Okay, let's get started.
Daddy.
Right, come around here. First thing we need to do is open up the bonnet.
Okay.
So you see that lever here?
Yeah.
Pull that. Right, we lift it. That little thing pops out. Pull that. Pull it. That's it.
Does that hold it?
Yeah, you're going to change the air filter, so we're going to need to get you a tool. And then go back. See, it clicks. And then keep doing it. So you do that. Yeah? Keep going. Do you want to use your other hand? Is that easier?
Yeah.
One eternity later. Several days later.
Squeeze it. Don't be scared of it. Right, let's just put that on that one there. That's it, that's that one done. You've got quite a lot. There's another one there, look. That's it. Next one. Okay, so this is our old filter, Clara. So I need you to take that out.
This out.
Yeah, take that out. Lift it. No, just this bit, like that. Lift it out.
Ew.
Does that look dirty or does it look clean?
Dirty.
It doesn't look too bad. Hasn't got a date on it, but right, we'll put that one in the bin. And now I want you to put this new one in. So wipe that out. Now you put the new one in. So it slots in there. Oh, no, gently. That's it. See, it just pushes in. Yeah? What do you think we have to do now?
Pocket in.
Pop that back in there. So that goes back. That goes back on there, and then we get the noisy screwdriver and we tighten it all back up. Shh. Right, George, you're going to change the oil, okay? I don't really want you crawling around underneath the car, so we're going to use this, which a lot of people don't actually like me using because they say it doesn't get all the oil out, but we'll see. So what we're going to do is we put this pipe on here like this, yeah?
Yeah.
And then we put another pipe on here and it goes down into the engine through this, it's called the dipstick, okay? So come around this side. You see that yellow loop there, just inside the engine?
Oh, yeah.
Pull that out. Right, and that tells us on the bottom how much oil we've got in it, okay? So we'll stick that on there. Right, and then we join these two together.
Yep.
Very important thing we have to do is take off, just mind that out of the way a second, before you pump it. Let's just get it there so it's not at a tight angle. Right, come over here. Can you reach this? Twist it. Turn, yeah, twist it anti-clockwise that way. Oh no, other way, other way, other way. Yeah, that's it. Right, now it's loose. We can just put that up there. And now, if you pump that, see, look, the oil's coming out. George, keep going, keep pumping, you'll see it. Keep going. Go on, big strong muscles. We'll give it one more. Is it really tight? That should be good now, mate. Right, and now all we do is we leave that for about 10 minutes and all the oil will come out. And then after we've done that, we're going to change the oil filter and then put some new oil in, okay? Right. Say again, what was that?
Has it all came in yet?
Yeah, so if you look at the pipe, it's not black anymore.
Yes.
And then if we come around here, each one of these lines is 1 litre, okay? And the oil is just below that line there. So how many lines is it, starting from that one? Yeah, so it's just under 4 litres, and that's exactly what this engine takes. Right, the oil filter on this is underneath the car, okay? So what we're going to do is I'll take it off, and then you can hand me the new one. Right. Let's see how well that's been put on. Oh, crikey. Right, that is stuck.
Is it coming off?
No.
Who popped it on?
I've had the car before. Oh, crikey. That is really tight. And hopefully get it out.
Is it coming off?
Oh, yeah, just. Right. Then technically it's my fault if it spills. It's like, oh, we're right at the top, ready? Oh. Spilt a little bit. Just go it slowly, yeah?
Yeah. Do we need to put all?
Whoa, yeah, all of it in there, but not all in a matter of seconds. It's got to work its way down, George. Yeah, driver's side helps, George, to start it. I know you're used to getting in the other side. So we don't touch anything, okay? You're just going to start it. You don't need to be stood in. So, you want to sit there, okay? So don't touch anything, okay?
Okay.
You put that there. You turn the key until it starts, and then you turn it off. Right, go for it. And again. Some people refer that sound to being a Swiss watch.
What's a Swiss watch?
A really smooth movement. Right, so that's oil and air filter done. Last thing to sort out is the pollen filter. Right, your job is to not stand directly in front of the camera. Duh. Right, your job is to change out this filter, which sits in here, okay? So you have to, because I don't want you in an awkward position, I'm going to undo it, and then you can take that cover off and put the other one in.
Yeah.
So we pulled back this bit here,
Yeah.
and then it unclips somehow. It's just enough. There we go. Okay, so you take the cover off.
Yeah.
Right. If you look in there, up there,
Okay.
right, you'll see something white. That's the filter. Okay.
Yeah.
Just be careful. Yeah, just be careful. You see the rectangular white thing?
Yeah.
Pull that out.
Is it dirty?
It will be. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Keep pulling it.
Look.
All right, let's have a look. That's not that dirty at all. Huh.
Oh no.
I'd say that's been done quite recently, but we're going to replace it with a new one.
You've got a blue one.
Yeah.
Blue or better is better than white.
Why?
So I like blue.
There we go. I've started it for you. You got the easiest job, but I don't want you crouching down there for too long. Push it all the way in.
Yeah. I got a lot.
Going in.
No.
Let me see.
Pushed it.
Right, yeah, it's in. It's in. You got it in most of the way. Right, so there's the air filter done. So put the old air filter into that box for me. And I'll do these screws back up on the panel. Okay, done. Simple as that. Why do you need the money?
To go to Smyths Toys and buy more toys.
Hey, I hoovered that carpet earlier and you're going to put your grubby feet on it. No, thank you, madam.
Grubby.
Right, well done. High five. Right, go and play. Okay, so next thing I need to tackle is the headlights. So they're quite clouded up on the top. I have run over them with just a bit of polish and it's not really brought much of it out. So we're going to hit it with 3000 grit, wet and dry. Try and take some of this haziness out the top, and then we'll go over it with a compound polish and see if we can't improve it. There we go, just for a quick sand and polish. Not perfect, but loads better. Just compare it to how hazy this one is. Although it doesn't show up as much on the camera, but it is hazy. So yeah, I'll do the same to that one and that'll be the last job off the list. So that's both headlights done. Great improvement on what they were. So yeah, let's check the list and see what's left to do. So there was one last thing I had to do. I did it last night off camera, but basically we had all the rust down here and it was on this inside edge as well. So I just masked off a section and just sprayed it with some rust inhibitor, then primer. So 3 coats of primer and then 3 coats of paint with a coat of lacquer over the top of it. It's not perfect, but it looks a lot more presentable than that rusty, horrible patch. And obviously I had to get all of the kind of rubber off from where it had a cover over the top of it, but that'll do. okay, the bit that everyone likes, the actual cost. So let's do the full breakdown. So from the end of the last episode, we're at 421, but I will cover everything that we bought in that previous episode. So car was £120, fees were 36. To have a key made up for it, remote fob key, that was £130. Battery cost me 55. Fuel was 20. The wing was 60. The service kit that you just seen us fitting with the children, that was £62 in total. The key ring, I always buy a key ring for every single car that I sell because I just think it looks a little bit nicer when you hand it over to the new owner, like you've cared about it, so to speak. That I got for £5. Paint for the bit we had to do at the bottom of the wing, that came to around about £10. And I'm even going to include the tool in this because I can accommodate it in the cost. So that dent puller, that Porter Power Chinese equivalent, that was £62 delivered. Which when if I go through all the figures and look at what we spent in the previous, from the previous video to this one, we have spent a total of, I can't add up, wait 1 minute. So the total cost, now that my brain's actually kicked in and I can work it out, came to £560 exactly. So I think that is a cracking little car for that price. Yeah, I could probably take it away and have that rear quarter repaired. It would cost me another couple of £100, but is it really worth it with an older, cheaper car? Probably not. But then the new owner of it, if they want to do it, I can just say to them, yeah, you could probably get done for a couple of £100. So we've got the car listed for 950. Let's say we get, I don't know, 750 for it. That's still going to leave a good £200 for the kids to spend their money on in Smyths Toys. So let's hope it sells for more and they can go a little bit more crazy. I might even treat myself to something while I'm in there. But yeah, that's where we got to with the numbers. So unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to get any video footage of us doing the clean on the car. I was trying to manage 3 children, get the car clean as quickly as possible, and it was getting close to their dinner time. And if you've got children and you know what they get like when it's getting close to dinner and they've not eaten, it was tough. It was tough. So I'm basically just going to put a B-roll of photos at the end of this video so you can see what the car looked like after all the cleaning had been done. And these are the photos I've used for the listing. That car is now listed. I've put it up for 950, like I said earlier in the video. And we'll just see if we get any interest at that price. So I want to say a massive thank you to all of our new subscribers, all the people that have liked the previous videos, have made comments. I've tried to go back to everybody in the comments, so hopefully I've not missed anyone out. If you've got any comments on this video, probably around my dent repair, which I'm not overly happy with, but it improved it from being caved in at the back. I can't grow this channel without you, and you are helping me grow that channel. But if you haven't subscribed yet, give it a thought. It takes 2 seconds, hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button if you like the video, and I will see you in the next one where hopefully I can get a bit of footage of how much we managed to spend in Smyths Toys.